Hello crafty friends, this is Gloria Parra today for Hip Kit Club, and I'm super excited to create with you a product focused layout. I will be using the beautiful squares here that we got in the main kit, as well as this speech bubble stamp set and die set. I also decided to use the clear stamps from the February Pocket Life kit, and I'm gonna add these words inside my bubbles. We will also be using, of course, the beautiful pattern paper in the main kit, as well as the cardstock and the embellishment pack. Don't forget, friends, that all the Hip Kit products are exclusive. You won't find them anywhere else. So go grab your kit, and I have a special discount code that you can use, and you can get an extra 10% off. It's code Gloria. I will leave it down below, and you can get that extra 10%. So grab your kits if you have them, and let's start. So friends, before starting our layout, I wanted to show you that I had this idea in mind first. So I was going to use this beautiful pink paper and one of the white cardstocks from the cardstock kit, and I was going to create kind of a grid layout, and I would add some journaling spots and some photos on this white spaces, and I think that would look awesome. It was a fun idea that I just wanted to show to you before starting. And of course, I then got another idea that I think excites me a little more. So I want to use the speech bubble dies to cut some speech bubbles from these words, and we will create another fun layout. But if you like this design, I just wanted to show it, and maybe you would like to work on that and add some florals, and maybe you can add your title in this garland piece and create some nice focal points there with your florals. Let's move on to the other layout. Okay friends, so I'm gonna use this beautiful light blue floral pattern paper for my base, and I have 3x4 photos that I'm gonna use for this layout. These are very special photos. It's the first event we put together with some friends that is called Scrap and Learn. So I want to document that moment before starting. You know, you get all the nerves, all the emotions together. So I want to use those little bubbles to like document all that was happening in my head. So those are the perfect little like thinking bubbles I see them as. So I will bring on, if you want to follow along, the beautiful pink pattern paper. I'm gonna use the green polka dot, and I'm gonna use a little strip of the yellow cardstock. I love doing tone-on-tone embellishing, so I adore this piece here. And if you get the cardstock kit, you can perfectly cut it and use it to create some fun things. And we're gonna do that today. But if you don't have this piece of paper, friends, don't worry. You get tons of possibilities in your pattern paper kits, and you can use whatever you like. So I have my elements already cut here. And this piece measures 2.5 by 12. So I'm gonna place that one up here. I want the green side at the left. And I have a piece of the yellow one. I just was trying out the scallop punch, but I like it like that better, okay? Because I think the punch distracts a little, so I just will keep it straight. Okay, so just cut a piece of maybe 1.5 inch, and we're gonna place it right below our stripes. So that's starting to build up our layers. From the two pattern papers, the pink and the green, I love that combination. I'm gonna bring a 1.5 wide piece by 10. So 1.5 by 10, and that for that one I used my little scallop punch. If you have any punch on hand, you can use that. Or friends, I've seen a beautiful scallop die from, I believe, the December kit, but I don't have it, friends. But if you have that die, that would be perfect to use for this layout. I just need to add it to my cart. Last time that I looked, it was sold out, but I believe they were ordering more. So, oh yeah, I want to layer this 2 pieces here. And the green one is a little wider, and I'm gonna give you the dimension. That one is 10 3/4 by 1 inch. So you see, we're gonna create a little like shelf down below for our photos. That way we don't have them floating and they are contained in the little shelf. Okay, so first I like arranging things, friends. I have a little commitment issues when I'm scrapbooking, but we're gonna move on. Okay, friends, so now we're gonna bring in our beautiful little squares. And this is where I'm gonna do the tone and tone with my lines up here. I already have them cut, but I want to show you just very fast how to do that. So I have my little here Sizzix machine, die cutting machine. So I'm gonna bring in this awesome dies and I'm gonna just place it on top of the word wherever I wanted. And I have some very low tack tape that's perfect for die cutting. And now I'm gonna bring in my plates and cut this little bubble up. Don't worry about the sound that your machine makes. It's very normal, but a little scary. Just take it out and you get those awesome bubbles. Okay, so do that with the bubbles that work for your story. You get tons of them, so unique. You get beautiful colors and beautiful words that can help you tell your story. And that's what I did here. Okay, from the cardstock kit, I cut some shapes, some bubbles, the rectangle ones, and those are gonna help me layer my bubbles here. Okay, so this is how I want to arrange them. I want some going a little lower, others going on the upper side, and others going down. Okay, so I've chosen one. If you see, I divided my lines in 2s. Okay, my strips, and that's where I'm gonna place my bubbles. Just like a little zigzag up there. And I am going to bring in the other ones. And here, friends, is where I want to see if I can incorporate the fun phrases here. Maybe add them in the spaces where I have like white space. Okay, so I have play, create, I have memories, and I think these all work with my stories. And that's what I really want to motivate you to do, is to look for the little phrases that will help you tell your story. So we get tons of little like words and fun phrases that we can keep adding to our clusters up here. But first, let's bring in some flowers. I want to add flowers in the same tones as my bubbles. So I'm just gonna place a couple of them there just to add a fun little, like more organic shape and not so straight. Okay, I have my word bubbles arranged at the top, and I have a couple more things that I would love to add to those bubbles, but let's work on my cluster down here. And this is what I have separated for that one. I love this big sticker. This one came from this cardstock sticker sheet from this one. So that's the perfect place for my journaling, and whenever I'm building my layers, I love starting with a very big piece, like a statement piece, and I add up from there. Okay, so I have this beautiful floral here that I want to add to my corner, and I just took the adhesive friends with my trusty little powder tool so I can move things around. I told you I have a little issues with committing to sticker and paper. So I love this one that says blessed and grateful, and it has a little box that says memories. So I'm gonna tuck that one, I believe, right in this corner and just build up a fun little cluster there and down here. So I think we will build it and we will start adhering. Okay, friends, so I have the layout almost done. I just need to adhere my bubbles and finish like my clusters here, and of course create my title. And for the title, I was thinking of using yellow speech bubble to bring in this yellow down here that's like kind of missing, but I see it like the big elephant there, too bold, like too heavy. So I will bring in the stamp. We have this stamp here, and it is only the outline. So I think that will look better, and I will stamp it in just the white cardstock with some yellow ink. This one, and I think that will look better. Of course, I moved everything, right? So let me move this aside and let's bring in the trusty Misty, and let's create our word bubble here. Okay, friends, so I have everything adhered flat down here. I just want to pop my florals a little, so I'm gonna use a 2mm foam adhesive for that. I just love giving dimension to my projects. So let's adhere those, and of course you can give them some texture and just use your fingers to fold those leaves a little and place it there. So yeah, I barely adhere it just until I'm super sure, because I got to create my title there. So yeah. Now let's go ahead and work on our bubbles here. My idea is to have the rectangles one flat and pop up the other bubbles. Okay, so let's start adhering, and I want some of them like overlapping the lines. And we will play with the placement and the florals. Okay, I'm gonna bring in now this little like phrases and more word bubbles that you can find on the puffy stickers, and we will add some those on the top bubbles and just complete them with some little fun sayings and words. I want to tell the story, the naked truth of this day, of all the ups and downs, of everything behind cameras, because you can imagine not everything goes as you plan it, but it was so fun, friends, that we will be doing it again very soon. So here I can put the calm before the storm, or the ups and downs of today, and maybe the calm before the storm here, just to stay in the same tones. Some silly stories of that day, because there were a couple of those too. But they made everything so much fun. And now to finish my bubbles, I'm gonna bring in these ones that are super fun. And I have me time up here where the orange is, and note to self will be here. Let's adhere them, because I took all the adhesive off just to play around with them until I'm super sure of the placement. So let me know, friends, what do you think of this way of using the bubbles? Are you excited for them? What product are you excited or a little intimidated by in this February kit? And I hope you give this a try, because it's super fun, friends, to cut those little squares up. They have so much potential. And now I only have my title left, and then I will be adding some journaling. I love adding typed journaling, so you can just scan this and put your journaling on it, or you can place some word strips, or you can, of course, write it by hand and keep that as a beautiful memory as well. I was thinking of adding on the agenda, like on top of some photo here, but I think that's too much. And I was super inspired by these two elements that said "you did it" or "epic day." So I think that's enough there, but maybe I can use it as my title, and I can write "epic day" with the beautiful foam stickers. So I'm gonna try that and create my title. And here it is, friends. My title is done. I finally chose the "you did it" phrase, and I added a little word strip that says "definitely do this again." I just love that title. I love how this layout turned out. I was also thinking of adding this beautiful little butterfly, maybe coming into my journaling spot, and I think that's it. I wouldn't add anything else. So let me know what you think, friends. I hope you give this layout a try, this bubble idea a try. You can arrange it in so many ways. You can create a vertical strip of bubbles. You can create like little clusters of bubbles. You know, your imagination is the limit. So thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to check the February kits. Don't forget to check the discount code, my 10% discount with using the code Gloria. So the new March kits that are coming, friends, are to die for. I can't wait to get my hands on those. They have been enhanced. They have been like really worked with so much love, and you will get lots of perks. You will get like so much inspiration. Go check HipKit.net out and let me know what you think of this layout. Thank you so much for stopping by. This was Gloria Parra for HipKit Club. Until the next time, bye.